Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. Today is Tuesday. It's January 24th, 2023. My name is Jeremy. This is my first cup. Starting a little bit late this morning. Sometimes it happens. A couple minutes off. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but hopefully you all are understanding. Who is here? I want to say good morning to Nathan, Frank, Mark, Brian, Jenny, and all the rest of you out there. I don't care if you're watching now or later, or you're listening, or you hire someone to transcribe it into Braille. Welcome. And good morning. Good morning, Stacy. Today's Tuesday, which means yesterday was Monday, which means I want to know how your Monday was. How did it go? Did you kick off the work week well? Did you go to class? Did you have a good class? Did you stay home? Was it a difficult day? I want to know, and I want you to put it in the chat. I had a fantastic day. I really did. I am getting much better about setting my expectations for the day and being honest with myself about what I'm going to get done, what is possible to get done, and recognizing that, you know what? Can't do everything. My plate will never be empty. It's just not possible. So if that's the case, I have to accept that and do the best I can with what I've got. Actually, that was almost the mug I used. Do what you can with what you have, where you're at. Right? Had a fantastic first call with a prospective martial arts school as a client. Really hopeful that we're going to move forward, because this is somebody that I'm let's just say that they have spoken to and worked with others and they're not being treated well. When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. This person has a different sort of martial arts school, and these other folks are trying to market them like it's a normal school, and it's not going to work. It's never going to work. And it's frustrating. Stacy says, getting packed for her fun-filled 24 hours in Montpelier. I will see you later today. Stacy and I are going to have dinner. Take the opportunity while she's down. Frank says, I'll let it slide this time. Well, thank you. Thank you for respecting my tardiness. Dennis says, happy Tuesday, team. Making that weekly drive to the office. Kelly says, was a great way to start the week. 9 new students. It's exciting. I would say that's exciting. That's incredible. Well done. Jenny says, Monday was okay. I didn't get as much done as I wanted, but I still made progress. By the way, Jenny, I saw the email come through. They accepted your appeal, so everything should be good. None of you need to know what that means. It was for books, it was for books. I'm doing email later today, but I saw it come through. What else did I do? Went to the gym, had a great workout, cooked up a bunch of food, watched the second episode of The Last of Us from Sunday. So good. So good. So good. I'm sitting there. There are parts that are absolutely terrifying. They're scary. And I got the blanket like pulled up to my chin. And I just said, I'm like, this is so scary. It's so good. Awesome job. Awesome job. Yeah, I don't generally like scary. And this isn't a horror movie. It's a zombie movie, zombie show. Continue to let me know about your yesterday or tell me about today. So today is not a recording day for me. Next week is a recording day. We do have a team meeting this evening. Just a reminder to everyone. What else is today? I have a few meetings. 1, 2, 3 meetings. Doctor's appointment. I'm trying to find time for the gym in there somewhere. I want to get email done. And I realized, I will be spending at least Friday, just Friday through the weekend in Atlantic City for what is the official title? Action Martial Arts Magazine Hall of Honors Mega Weekend. I might be moving some of those pieces around, but it's Action Martial Arts Magazine Hall of Honors Mega Weekend at the Tropicana. And why do I go? Because I see a lot of friends. But I'll be going there, and then I come back on Sunday, and then on Wednesday I leave to go somewhere else. Tuesday is a recording day. I probably could have planned this a little better. I'm not going to lie. Which means I've got to pack for where I'm going this week. And that's probably going to be a tomorrow and maybe a Thursday thing. I might also be leaving Thursday. I'm not sure to drive south. Still trying to figure that plan out. It's a little rough. Stacy, there's no need for that, but thank you. Good morning, Gad. I understand, Frank. Kelly says she can't see anybody's comments this morning. That is weird. I don't know why. I'm not aware of anything different on my end. Oh, you know what I wonder? No, that shouldn't be it. I wonder. No, isn't it the same thing? So here's what I'm wondering. We live stream it to Whistlekick and we live stream it to the First Cut page. I'm wondering if all of you are on one and Kelly's on the other. Mark says, I see Kelly and that's the only. I'm guessing that's what's happening. So if that is the case, I'm going to stop doing both. Well, not right now, but I will stop doing that. Next time. Tomorrow. I'm still waking up. What else? I don't know that there's anything else to tell you. I'm going to have another great day. I'm looking forward to another great day. It's going to be a busy day, but a great day. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I wake up in the morning and the first thing out of my mouth, I'm going to crush it today. I'm going to make it a great day. Something along those lines. It's automatic now. Set the tone for your day. If you wake up and you say, I don't want to get out of bed, you are telling your subconscious that, hey, sleeping is more exciting, is better, whatever, than the things that you would do when you're out of bed. I understand being tired. I understand wanting more rest. But if it's time to get up, it's time to get up. Be decisive about it. If it's time to sleep, sleep. I understand. Yeah, so that's what it is. Good morning, Rebecca. Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll stop streaming it to the First Cut page. I had assumed falsely that wouldn't happen, but now I understand why. I see it from a technical side. Is there anything else I want to tell you guys? I don't think so. So we're just going to flip and we're going to go right into it. I don't have anything else to talk about. Okay. Thank you as always to Frank for all your work on the show. I appreciate you. Thank you to Josh for our theme song. And thank you to Denise for the audio feed. All right. Is this coming through right? Yep. All right, here we are. According to daysoftheyear.com, today is Speak Up and Succeed Day. There's a day for everything. When is my left foot day? I bet that's a day. In today's modern world, the idea of speaking up, whether it has to do with being a whistleblower, standing up for yourself or others, or simply sharing ideas, is becoming more valued. The idea of speaking up can be interpreted a couple of different ways in English, whether it means raising a voice to speak more loudly, or it can also mean to be willing to express a person's opinion in a frank and honest way. It's also possible to speak up on behalf of another person, which usually means vouching for their character in a positive manner. Throughout human history, various cultures have sometimes embraced and sometimes rejected the idea of speaking up. The days when employees will simply blindly follow their leaders without speaking up are coming to an end. I actually disagree with that. And that's a good thing. In this new era of giving everyone a voice, the idea of creating a speak up culture in companies and workplaces continues to grow and develop. Employers and businesses are working harder than ever to create spaces that make it safe and effective for their people to speak up. In the midst of this, it is important that people learn how to employ and develop their public speaking skills so that what they have to say can really be heard. Now, Speak Up and Succeed Day is here to encourage those who have something to say to go ahead and say it in a meaningful and respectable manner. Talk about a bit of a challenging paradox in the martial arts. On the one hand, we know we should speak up, we should call out poor behavior. And in fact, that was one of the things I underscored during State of the Martial Arts last week. And yet we are taught from the very beginning to respect our seniors, whether that be rank or often, because it correlates, age. Most of us know some, whether it's directly or by story, some high-ranking martial artist who did some terrible things. I know several. I do not spend time with them. I want nothing to do with them. They still have their schools. They still have loyal followings. And a good portion of the people who attend their classes know exactly what they did. And they choose to look the other way. It is an element of our culture, and I don't just mean martial arts culture, I mean culture, Western culture, that I'm not fond of. This idea that if you if you speak up about or to someone in a position of authority and you are unsuccessful, that your life will become very difficult. I know people who are in that boat. I had a conversation once with someone who, let's see, how many details can I pull out of this? Entered into a romantic relationship with their instructor, was essentially cast aside, ostracized from the school, and I talked to them quite a bit of time later about it, and they hadn't fully recovered. It was heartbreaking. Kelly says, yep, I've severed some connections due to that, and I'm so happy I found my Whistle Kick family. Well, we're happy you found us too. I don't know how we solve it, though, right? How do we get people to speak up? You know, we could have a Whistle Kick leaks, like WikiLeaks, but that doesn't feel like a great solution. There are lots of things we could do. I don't like any of them. What I wish would happen, what I think would make it better, is that, and we're indirectly working on this. You've heard me talk about cross-training. You've heard me talk about my thoughts on how similar martial arts really are. Right? If you learn how to punch and kick, you can learn how to punch and kick in any school. No, maybe you don't know the forms. So what? That if we can reduce the friction of changing schools, that when people see something terrible going on, they'll just switch to a new school. If we make it less of a big deal. Happens in a lot of environments. Well, I wasn't getting what I needed over here, so now I'm coming over there, so now I'm coming here. Great, welcome to Happy. And the instructor doesn't have to grill the person and say, I want you to tell me all the dirt about what's going on over there. That doesn't make anybody want to remain. Tea. There have been a number of things that have come up that one of them, I even wrote a draft article about something that got leaked to me. And it was pretty bad stuff. Some of the folks on Martial Journal know about it. They read the article because we had a lot of discussion. Do we put this out? The person who leaked it to me regretted having mentioned it. The person in question, I reached out to them. They responded and said, it's not quite what it sounds like. Which my takeaway was, it's not as bad as it sounds, but it's still bad. But ultimately, we never went back to that, because if you're going to run in that kind of a circle, it gets heavy. I don't want to be a journalist. I've never wanted to be a journalist. But I do want to call out poor behavior when I see it. I call out poor behavior in myself. I spend a lot of time analyzing how could I have improved that? You walk away from an exchange with someone, you say, I made a joke that was in good spirit, but I don't think it landed right. It might have hurt that person's feelings. Does it warrant an apology? No, but how about next time we don't bring in sarcasm with someone that we don't know well? Great. Okay. Learn from our mistakes, right? I think that's important. I think it's important for all of us. It's kind of the heart of martial arts training. Train. What am I screwing up? Okay, let's fix that. Train. What am I screwing up? Let's fix that. And you just keep going forever. And then you die. Trying to think what else. I don't really have much else. I don't have a lot to say today. Rebecca says, I was talking to a friend about how I watch First Cup each morning, and I was asked what the name Whistlekick stood for. I'm new and couldn't answer, so apologies for not knowing, but where does the name Whistlekick come from, or what does it stand for? The original plan for Whistlekick involved a specific type of product. The engineering on that product proved to be challenging and expensive, so it has been kicked very far down the line, barely on the back burner. It's somewhere way down there. It's a project I'd like to explore. I think it would be really cool. But I liked the name. And when you come up with a name for a company, it's got to be, there are a few things, in my opinion, that it has to do. You have to be able to get the domain name. Whistlekick.com was available. If you can find a unique name, the only other Whistlekick out there was a goat farm. Nobody was going to confuse us. Yes, I have reached out to them for a collaboration. No, they never responded. And 3, it should be a strong name. It says something. It says different things to different people, but it says something. And so that's why we are Whistlekick. All right. I'm going to go. You guys are quiet. I don't have anything else to say. I'm going to get started on my day. You're welcome, Rebecca. I'm glad that you watch. And I hope you all encourage other people to come by. I bet, here's what we're going to do. And then we're going to wind up. All of you take a moment right now and think of the people that you know. Think of the people that would benefit from starting their day with a group of kind and respectable, motivating, supportive, who also like intelligent discussion, usually on the subject of martial arts. I bet you know at least one person who does not show up for this show who would enjoy it. Maybe they just need an invitation. And you might think, well, Jeremy, they know about the show. Maybe they do. Here's the thing. We've noticed this. If you don't know, if you're new or live under rocks, Whistlekick puts on a number of events. By the way, five slots left for All In Weekend. 5. We are going to sell out. And some of you know why we're pushing so hard to sell out so fast. There's some fun stuff that we are rewarding the attendees with, because it means Andrew and I can shift our focus to other things to get the event going. So people who are already signed up, help us get those 5 slots filled, because you get extra stuff for no reason other than we've sold out early. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Okay. So we have found that just by putting out a message, that's awareness. But if I say, hey, person, you should come to this thing. You should do this thing. You should watch this show. They are much, much more willing to engage. If you've ever hosted an event and put out a Facebook event and invited your friends versus reached out to them by message or called them or asked them in person, you know there's a dramatic difference in their willingness to attend. If you want someone to do something, you want to get as close to them as you can, metaphorically, and ask them. An email, a bulk message, it's not the same thing. It's not the same as a text, and a phone call is even better than that, and asking in person is even better than that. I don't know what would be better in person. I'm sure we could come up with something better than an in-person invite. Kelly said she figured the name was because my kicks were so fast that they whistle. I wish that was the case. That would be fun. Gad was working on an Excel sheet. There you go. So maybe you can find somebody that you think should join our morning family and invite them and say, hey, here's what we do. It's kind of fun. And you know how I know it's kind of fun? Because you all keep showing up. I like that. I show up every day. All right. I hope to see you tomorrow. I hope that if you love what we do, you will consider supporting us, whether that be by joining the Patreon, patreon.com/whistlekick. If you want all the best behind the scenes, bonus material, drafts of books, training programs, and more, join Patreon, patreon.com/whistlekick. Use the code FIRSTCUP15 to save 15% on something maybe like a First Cup mug at whistlekick.com. And if you want the whole list, you can go to the family page, whistlekick.com/family. I put something up this weekend that I think some of you might like reading. So you can go check that out. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Peace.